If you've got a question on your mind, then Brian's gonna find the answer with you. He'll answer it for you. And you. Just ask anything that's in your head. Tell him everything he'd like to know. If it's good, then you better ask Brian, Brian the Bunny Rabbit.
Hey howdy, hey everybody, welcome to the grand finale of You'd Better Ask Brian Series 2, where I, Brian the Bunny Rabbit, will be answering your last lot of questions. Let's start, shall we? First up, we get 3 questions from Jack Williams. Q1, what do you think of the company McKinnon and Saunders? They're pretty good. If you're wondering who they are, they're a puppet-making company who make stop-motion puppets for programs like Bob the Builder, Noddy, Engie Benji, Bing-Oo, Lavender Castle, and many other programs, as well as TV adverts too. Q2, who are your favorite characters from Little Robots? Well, there's Tiny, Messy, Sporty, Stretchy, Rusty, Stripey, Noisy, Spotty, Scary, Flappy the Bat, the Sparky Twins, and that's that. And Q3, what are your favorite episodes from Brambley Hedge? Probably Winter Story and Summer Story. Now we get 2 questions from Louis Walkden. Q1, who is Sammy Sallow? He's a fictional game show host from the BBC Schools programme, Number Time, who appeared in such game shows like Find One Plum and Take 6 Eggs. The character was played by Scottish actor Andy McEwan, who also used to appear sometimes on the 10th Stop from Playdays. And Q2, is Fairy Tale Police Department on Classic Kids Channel? Yes it is. Thanks to you. Daniel Russell asks, what's your favorite episode of Fireman Sam? Flat Tire, Norman's Tricky Day, Telly Trouble, Chemistry Set, Wishing Well, Sam the Great Inventor, Dilly's Forgetful Day, Bentley the Robot, Disaster for Dinner, and a few others. Callum Riley has 5 questions for me to answer now. Q1, have you heard of Four Ways Farm? Oh yes I have. That used to be on Channel 4 in the 90s, and I happen to have it on VHS. The one I have is Ups and Downs and Other Stories. Q2, have you heard of Angela Anaconda? Yes I have. That also used to be on Channel 4 in the early 2000s according to the certain VHS releases of the series, and it was also shown on Pop as well. And guess what, Callum? Angela has now moved on to Superstar Comedy, every weekday at 3 p.m. Q3, have you heard of CBBC's Hound It? Yes I have, although I never really watched it. Q4, do you like Ed, Edd and Eddy? Oh yes, I remember tuning into that on Cartoon Network. And Q5, do you like Phineas and Ferb? And what's your favorite song? I don't have a favorite, but yes I do like it. Fun fact, Richard O'Brien from The Crystal Maze was the voice of Lawrence Fletcher in that series. Next we get 3 more questions from Erin Mann. Q1, did you notice about the massive explosion in Leicester that was seen in the news? Sorry, I didn't hear about that until you told me, and I must feel sorry about what happened lately. Q2, do you remember the Lisa Riley series of You've Been Framed? Oh yes, that's still currently shown on Superstar Comedy nowadays. And Q3, did you enjoy talking to the members of the Henry Hound Toys family? Yes I did. It was great fun. Neslover94 asks, what do you think about the stories where the Oxford school students are singing? I think they're all right. And before you ask what stories he meant, he means the stories that are on his YouTube channel which you can tune into at any time. Amanda Stupple asks, who's your favorite Sesame Workshop puppet? I have many favorites including Elmo, Grover, Cookie Monster, Julia, Big Bird, Bert, and Ernie. Now we've got 2 questions from Ben Bryan. Q1, Have you got any ideas for Winnie the Pooh Toys family? No, I don't, unfortunately. And Q2, speaking of Bradley Walsh, who you mentioned last week, did you know that Bullseye is about to return? Oh yes, that's gonna be great, that is. Who knows if Bradley Walsh is gonna take over from Jim Bowen's place? Jack Horsley Green asks, have you ever seen Officially Amazing before? If so, did you like it? I can remember seeing a clip of that program once on the internet, but never really got into it. Next we get 5 questions from my top scriptwriter, Simpsons Clips 24. Q1, do you think Phantom Cat should have had a complete series released by ITV DVD? If so, what would you have liked to have seen on the DVD? Probably the episodes Cinema Paradiso, and The Incredible Shrinking Phantom Cat, as well as a few special features like character profiles and games. Q2, are you aware of Avenger Penguins? I think so. And did you see their live show at Chessington World of Adventures back in 1995? Wow, I didn't know there was an Avenger Penguins live show at Chessington until you first told me about it. And guess what? I've managed to find a rare picture from the live show that you would like to see. Here it is. Q3, do you own these 2 Powerpuff Girls PC games, Mojo Jojo's Clone Zone, and Princess Snorbucks? No, I don't. Q4, which productions did you work on while you were at Cosgrove Hall Films? As exclusive features for Mayday 51's TV Burp, I've appeared in a few scenes from Jerry Anderson's Lavender Castle, and Bill and Ben. As well as a Fantasy Program of the Week segment written by Oscar Barnett where I was a character in Bill and Ben. Check it out.
There's nothing routine about this. It's a time machine. I tell you what, hey,
What's happened?
Lubba Dubba dead?
Shall we go to the shed? I don't know.
Ooh, Flubba Dubba Della?
Shall we go to the cellar? Alright. And Q5, how much did you enjoy making this series of You'd Better Ask Brian, and will there be another series? I think it was alright, and as for plans for another series, that remains to be seen. And now, get ready for our last ever 5 questions for series 2 of You'd Better Ask Brian. Are you all ready for this? Drum roll please. Ladies and gentlemen, the last ever 5 questions belong to Harry Humble. Q1, what do you think of the Virgin Video and Virgin Films logos from 1982 to 1987? I think they're alright. Q2, would you say the Virgin Interactive Eye logo is really scary? From when I first saw it, I'd probably agree. Q3, who do you think is a better friend for me? Aaron Mann, or James Price? I think I'd probably pick Aaron, because we've become online friends with him first. Q4, would you say the PlayStation game Incredible Crisis looks very Japanese and very funny? I think so, and I also think it's pretty random as well. And finally, Q5, which game would you like to see on Harry and James Plays at one point? Probably Pong the Next Level, or Breakout, from Hasbro Interactive. That's strange, the alarm's not working. Listen, complete silence. But anyways, it's time to end. Thank you very much for sending in your questions, and I'll see you in the Mayday 51's TV Burp Easter special, which is coming very soon. Until then, bye bye everybody, bye bye. Who's playing that?
Sorry about that. Easter, you say? We know someone who could do an outfit for that, don't we, Henrietta? Oh, yes.
Oh no you don't, you're making me wear a dress. I'm outta here.
Come back here, you!